Shoulders.
Alright,
okay.
Is your shoulder touching?
It's like a webcam thing.
I don't want to suffocate her. So.
No, it's alright. It's alright.
Hopefully not.
I'll survive.
And we're doing this with every single fintech, so you've got 20 seconds to give as many points as possible as to why everyone that's watching this video should download Plum right now.
So yeah, hey guys, welcome back to Money Medics. We've got Elise here, head of operations at Plum. We're just going to have an informal chat just to get to know the Plum product, what it's about, why you guys should be using it. So I guess the first thing is, what is Plum?
What is Plum? So Plum started off in 2016 as a Facebook Messenger chatbot, and we now have an app. But what it does is it uses automation, so think algorithms, lots of data to save money for you automatically. So looking at your spend, your bills, your regular ingoings and outgoings, and then working out how much to save for you kind of over time. It allows you to invest in things that matter, so you can pick the fund that's right for you. And then what it also does is keeps an eye out on your spend as well. So we're talking energy incumbents that are charging you, £200 too much a year for warming your home, insurance providers that have just hiked up the price by 20% year on year. So keeping a watch out for you, and then where possible, like giving you better options to switch to as well.
So it's like intuitive.
Yes.
So if you had to pick any like celebrity or famous person you know to create a viral video for Plum, who would it be and why?
It's a good question. I have this meme in mind. It's from The Matrix, and it's the guy in the red jacket. I can't remember his name. The really famous actor.
Is it Morpheus?
Yeah, I think, yeah. The meme would be,
what if I told you?
oh crap, I've just checked Plum and I've got £500 saved. But it's basically, the point is that you plug into Plum, you let it run its analysis, you let it do its thing in the background, you kind of forget about it, and then a few months later you log in and you're like, oh, this is actually, like, this has worked. I've still been going to the pub and like going mad on ASOS, but like I've got some cash saved for the first time in a while.
So what would you say is the number one problem that Plum is trying to solve?
Number one, we actually have three problems that we it's the three widespread problems that when we think about our product, it's why we're doing what we do. So the first one is 100 million people in the EU have less than 3 months in savings, which is very scary when you think about it. Like your boiler breaks, and what do? That's all your savings gone. The direct product of that is the automatic savings feature. The second is 97% of savings earn less than inflation. So that's like, if you have savings, not much is happening with it, you're not growing it for the future. So that's like the funds that we have, trying to educate people on why investing is important and doing it regularly. And the third is, and this is massive, it's ridiculous, $120 billion is lost every year in bad deals. But that stretches across energy, insurance, bad credit, loans, basically everywhere that you might need to put your money into. That's massive, and that's the part of the product that we're trying to leverage the data, so see where people are spending their money and find smart opportunities for them. So whether that's energy, insurance, and eventually things like credit as well, like looking out for dodgy loans and things like that. We can say, right, look, you're with British Gas, and if we compare what you're paying on British Gas with the tariff that we know Octopus Energy has, if you were with them, you'd be saving £180 a year. So it's like spotting it, telling you about it, and then enabling you to do something about it.
So you've heard all the juicy, amazing stuff about Plum in terms of how it started and some of the issues that it solved. So we've got a challenge for you. And we're doing this with every single fintech, so you've got 20 seconds to give as many points as possible as to why everyone that's watching this video should download Plum right now. So I'm going to set the timer, and we're going to be keeping the leaderboard as well, so whoever gives the most points, obviously, top.
It's a challenge.
You ready?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah, I think so. Well, give it a go.
Right, so we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Plum helps you save and invest and avoid rip-off bills automatically. It gives you visibility over your spend, helps you avoid punitive fees and charges, and switch you onto better providers where it can. It also educates you around important financial concepts so that you can be prepared for the future when it comes to your finances.
Perfect. Literally on time.
So how many points is that? Was that 4 or 5? How many?
8. No, 12. I'm gonna once I read through it, we can
count the points.
Go through it with a fine tooth comb.
So I think we've done enough talking. I think it's always good to show practically how to actually use this. So we're going to give you guys a quick product demo of using Plum.
So this is the homepage, like your overview. So you've got your savings, your investments, and then a view of what's going on in the accounts you've got linked. If we look in here, for example, in your Plum saving, you've got a history of the deposits and the withdrawals that you've made. So you can see what's going on in there. Then in your investments, you can see this customer's got a big focus on investments, or has been putting a lot of their savings into investments. So here, you kind of got an overview of what's been going on historically. You can look at the funds that you've invested in. So this person has actually invested in 5 of 6 of the funds. So tech, ethical, growth, and then you can delve into a bit more depth, understand a bit more what's going on with those funds. You can look at your activity as well, so see what kind of deposits Plum's made into your investments automatically, and then a few more details. So in here is kind of the investment world. You can add a fund, remove a fund, do anything that you need to do. And then within your current account, this is the area where you can link your bank accounts, check your balance, and see what's going on more generally within your spend. And then in here, we have what we call the brain. So here you can actually configure Plum a little bit. So you can save in your overdraft, you can crank up the algorithm. So if you want to tell Plum to actually save a bit more, you can do that. Or if, I don't know, you're going through an uncertain period, you can tell it to crank the algorithm down a little bit. And then we're soon going to be adding roundups and payday boost. So kind of extra saving tools that can help you save more money. And then we have a new feature called the splitter. So this is where you can actually choose. So when Plum makes a saving, you can tell it to automatically put the money it deposits into different places. So some in savings, some in the balance fund, the ethical fund, and you can decide what percentage goes where. Just the About You area, if there's anything that you want to change or update, your notifications, logging in, logging out, and then of course, if you want to share the love and tell friends about signing up to Plum, then you can click on invite and do just that. So yeah, that's Plum in a nutshell.
Right, so it's been really interesting speaking to you and hearing all the amazing things that Plum are doing. Do you have anything coming up or anything you want us to know about?
Yeah, so I guess lots of stuff coming up in terms of the product. So we're going to release the Android app. We're looking to have expanded to our first country in Europe by the end of the year, which is pretty cool. So stay tuned for that. And in terms of events that we might be speaking at, we've got a super active Facebook community, so we post all of the things that we're attending there. So if you search Plum on Facebook or Plum Squad, if you're an active Plum user and you love it, on the Plum Squad as well, there's opportunities to actually come. We do what we call Plum pizza parties with consumers. Exactly, who doesn't love pizza? And learn, what do consumers want? What do current Plum customers want from the product? What's missing? What's broken? And just have a chat with people. So if that's what you're interested in, find us on Facebook and give us an ad, and you can keep an eye out there as well.
There are 17,000 strong Plum squad, so be sure to join, guys. It's an amazing time chatting.
Yeah, amazing. Thanks for having me. Cheers.